Are you glad or sad that Horvat apologized? If you want to call it that.
Very sad.
Yeah, I'm
Sad.
sad too.
Sad. But I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Oh, flippity flop.
Yeah.
Should have doubled down. Yeah, you heard me. That's right.
Guys, are you buying his explanation that his remarks had really nothing to do with Vancouver? He said, like, no, it was just about the Islanders. Because for me, like, I listened to that quip, and I mean, he made the intentional decision to include Vancouver in that. Now, whether he was talking about the fans, whether he was talking about the media or ownership or management or whatever, he made a quip, and to me, there was some honesty in that quip, and to me, that's fine. Like, that's entertaining. That's fun. Put yourselves in Horvat's shoes. If you were Horvat, would you maybe feel a little bit jilted too? That the team prioritized other guys before you? You were the captain of the team.
Have you ever been dumped?
Like when you
broken up with?
When you maybe just for fun, like this is also fun. Like I would characterize what he said as like a joke, a quip. A little bit of trash talk.
Were we all living under the impression that it was great in Vancouver? Like, that's what makes it funny, is everyone knows it wasn't great.
But that's the thing. It's funny.
But
and so I was thinking about this last night. When social media and our radio show is fun, it's like hanging out with your buddies at dinner and making each other laugh, and you're making fun of each other. And like you're insulting each other, and you're having fun, and you recognize that it's just fun and it's not serious, and not everyone is breaking down everyone's jokes. Like, is that actually fair?
But just breaking balls.
When it's bad, it's because all like the dorks got invited too, or all the people that are like, well, actually, if you think about it in this way, then you might reconsider what you're thinking. I'm like, no, man, he was making a little joke, and then on yesterday's show, we were very tongue-in-cheek, kind of saying things about Horvat, too. Or it was like, well, you never fought, or you never hit, or you never, like you were boring in your post-game interviews. It was just because, like, it's fun to do that sort of thing.
But Bo was never a fun guy before. I guess that's the reality.
That's what was so fun about it, though.
I
It's
know.
like Bo finally showed some personality, and we can have this little back and forth because it's only sports. But then you get all these people that are, like, ultra serious about it. Sometimes I wonder if, like, have you guys played sports when you're out there trash talking? You don't bring in your lawyer to argue for you in a trash talking situation. Not every comment that you make is quote unquote fair. You're just having fun.
But that's why Marchand is so funny, is because he'll throw something out there either on social media or just say something, and then he'll just be like, all right, just let off that bomb, and then you'll just move on to the next thing. Like, you could care less.
I just kind of wish he'd said, yeah, I made a little joke. And I'm not going to apologize for making a little joke. If you're offended, grow up. This is sports. We're trying to have fun out here.
You knew there was a 0% chance.
No,
of doing
0%
that.
chance.
That's not it.
But don't you think it would be more fun if things went that way? I don't know. Maybe I'm naive that it could ever go that way.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of naivete, right? Like, you have to be able to.
I'm an idealist.
You are. Yeah, that's the first thing I think of when I try to describe Jason Brough. He's always glass half full, and he's an optimist. And he's an idealist at the end of the day. No, like, I think the backlash is, one, it's because it's Vancouver. I think there are countless other markets where you're not going to get a strip club putting up a sign saying F you when you have, like, a fairly innocuous remark. But that's part of our fabric here. We love to go over the top. Sometimes we're self-aware of it, and sometimes we're not. There are some people that are over the top and don't realize that they're over the top. And those are probably the people that you're kind of like, this got taken.
How did this guy get invited to the dinner?
I'm going to rescind everything because you're freaking me out, man. Like, that's kind of the thing.
Some of the people's anger that I see, I'm like, dial it back, man. Unless you're doing it kind of tongue-in-cheek, or this is like if this is like legitimate anger over a little joke that
but it
Horvat
is
made,
legitimate
like,
anger. There's a legitimate anger. There's a cottage industry on Twitter of people now relitigating a decade of Bo Horvat in this city because of the one line that he said. But here's the thing: I don't really want to police how anyone deals with this stuff.
A lot of it's fake outrage, though. Like,
but that's part of the experience.
They're feeling their feelings.
But that's part of the experience too of being a fan, right? You get worked up and you get into a lather, a boost, if you will, over like stupid stuff, laundry, skating around on ice. I mean,
but some people do it with the acknowledgement that they're getting in a lather over something dumb.
Yeah, but that's
Like they
that's
know it in their
modern-
mind, but no,
that's the modern fan base now.
But
It's-
it comes across like, you're like, this is kind of funny because you're freaking out, and you know it's funny, you know it's only
It's like
sports,
a bit.
but it's a bit, right?
Yeah.
And then there are some people that are like, like
Legitimately angry.
legitimately angry.
Yeah.
You're like, God, get your priorities straight,
Yeah,
man.
it's
It was a little
just-
comment that he made,
yeah,
like
it's
after he was trying to fire up the fans, and then that makes it even less fun to like fire back at Bo, because some people take the fire back stuff too seriously. And anyway,
quite
man,
honestly, he just
I'm an
doesn't-
old man right now.
But no. But quite honestly,
This
he
old
just,
man stuff.
He
No,
just,
I agree with you.
he just doesn't want to deal with it.